welcome to another episode of Asia Unscripted. We are still here in Seattle, and I just wanted to show you this. This is Google's Seattle office. They have a large presence here in Seattle, just like Amazon, just like Expedia, Starbucks. So many different companies have a large presence here. Microsoft, almost forgot them. They were the originals. This is brand new. The last time I was down to this area, this is called South Lake Union. That was a parking lot pretty much. All that area was pretty run down the last time I was here years ago. But that's not what I'm here to show you today. So, there's the Museum of History and Industry. I love history museums. They are pretty awesome. So anyways, this is part 2 of differences between the Philippines and the U.S. on how they've handled the pandemic over the last couple months. So we talked a little bit about some of the differences the last time. There are some similarities, though. You know, in the Philippines, right now Cebu City is under MGCQ, which really doesn't mean much at the moment because the mayor of Cebu City is still requiring quarantine passes to be carried around, which you only get one of those per household. So it might as well be ECQ for all that matters. So in the Philippines, you have ECQ, you have GCQ, MECQ, MGCQ, barbecue. You have all those different levels, and we pretty much now know what all those different levels mean. They all have different things you can and can't do. Here in Washington, they have something similar. ECQ was pretty much everything was shut down. They didn't call it ECQ. They just called it a stay-at-home order. Stay-at-home order. So people back then needed to stay home. So as things progressed, they started having phases. Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3, and Phase 4. So Phase 1, here's some wooden boats. The Center for Wooden Boats. That's why there are wooden boats here. So Phase 1, some things can open. Phase 2, more things can open up. Here in Seattle, we are under Phase 2. So what does that mean? Some restaurants can have dine-in service, but the caveat to that is you can only dine. There we go, that's better. You can only dine with people from the same household as you. So you can't, legally, you can't go out and with your friends or with your coworkers and eat at a restaurant. That's technically not permitted. So, but if you want to go out and eat with your family at a place like this, Daniel's Broiler, this is actually one of the nicer places in Seattle for steak, seafood, but it appears that it's not open for lunch. It may not even be open at all, to be honest. A lot of places are still closed, especially in this area, because most the Googles, the Amazons, all those people are working from home. So there's not a lot of foot traffic here. So let's go down here. So unfortunately, there's just not a lot of customers for these places. So yeah, that's Phase 2. Museums were just allowed to open back up this week at like 25% capacity, I believe. I've seen massage shops open. I've seen haircut places open. So, yeah, look at these little guys. Cute. So, South Lake Union, well, it's home to yachts like this. Hello. Oh, you guys are beautiful. Yeah. And on Lake Union, they also have seaplanes. You can actually, during normal times, get on a seaplane and travel to another part of Washington or go from here to downtown Vancouver, BC. So that used to be a possibility. It still may be a possibility. I just don't know. In the Philippines, they're still getting a couple thousand cases a day. Negros Occidental, where Bacolod is still having lots of issues. They're still getting hundreds of cases a day. So that is pretty much the new hotspot. The new hotspot for, besides Manila. Cebu, yesterday Cebu just had 5 cases. So Cebu is doing really, really well. I love coming down here during times like this. It's really great. The weather, it's about 80 degrees, more or less, which for Seattle, it's pretty hot. So anything over anything over 75 is going to be a hot day. Yeah, so Cebu, the mayor, yesterday, he requested from the transportation department for the regular jeepneys to be able to start running again. That is big if they do, because for a long time, since March, jeepneys haven't been running in the area. So a lot of people have not been able to get to work, get to the stores, whatever. And a lot of jeepney drivers are hurting right now for money. They haven't been able to operate in 6 months. So the mayor feels that it's time for them to go back out, but he can't give that okay. He's got to get permission from the transportation department. I forget what they're technically called in the Philippines. I know they're not called the transportation department. So hopefully soon. Well, jeepneys are good and bad. You know, as you guys know, jeepneys are a lot of the cause for the pollution in Cebu. A lot of those jeepneys are decades old. So when you get behind one and you see all the black smoke that comes out of them, you can see why some people wouldn't be excited about them. But for Filipinos, it's really the only way to get around. I'm gonna change this a little bit. There we go. Really nice day out here. What else? So these new quarantine statuses in the Philippines, now they're going to be a month long instead of 2 weeks long. So all the current statuses will run until October 1st. So October 1st, maybe we'll see some areas of the country come off of quarantine. Who knows? Technically, the whole country is still under quarantine. So, all right. A lot of nice boats here. You are not going to find this in Cebu, that's for sure. Or Manila, or pretty much anywhere in the Philippines. Maybe if you go down to... Oh, wait a second. There comes one of those... I don't know if you guys can see it or not. There's a seaplane landing. I may be too far away for that. I don't know. Yeah, I think we're too far away. But there was just a seaplane landing here in the lake. So There's an office building over there. And I can see it with my naked eye, but you guys probably can't see it. There's a brick building way in the background. That's where I used to work. So my break room used to have a great view of this lake right here. So it's such a beautiful day. What I like about this is unlike in the Philippines, as a foreigner, anytime you go out, unless you're in Baguio, you're breaking a sweat. But here, when it's 80 degrees, you're not really breaking a sweat. So this area of Seattle is called Queen Anne. So that is Queen Anne Hill. A lot of nice houses up there. A lot of people live up there. Oh, there. I don't know if you guys can see this. Well, maybe if I zoom in, right there, there's a seaplane. I think it's getting ready to take off. So yeah, you can take these seaplanes up to Canada, up to different parts of Washington. I'm not sure if they have the tank to get them up to Alaska, but I know within Alaska they also have these seaplanes in places. So yeah, I don't know. He looks like he's taxiing, and then the other seaplane that just came in over to the left of that sailboat is heading to the, I don't know what you call it. I guess there's a seaplane terminal right over there behind those boats. So I think that's where the planes hang out. So yeah, wonderful day. Anyways, so yeah, as far as the phases here, phase 2 is what we're under. The goal is to get to phase 4 when most of everything will be open. No county in Washington is under phase 4. Oh, he's getting ready to take off. There we go. Let's see if we can get in. Yeah, he's getting ready to take off. Yeah, there he goes. There's another park on the other side of this lake. It's another nice park over there. There goes the seaplane to wherever he's going. Who knows? Anyways, in Washington, no one's under phase 4. Some counties are under phase 3, which is, there's a lot more that's open. King County, where Seattle is under phase 2. There's actually a few counties that haven't even gotten out of phase 1 yet. So the restrictions are still there for those counties. Anyways, that's all for now. So we will start getting into other topics in the next video. So for now, this is Jason from Asia Unscripted, and you guys take care of yourselves, be safe, and I will see you again soon.